So this person said, everything you've said, I always tell and argue with some of my friends, and they always see me like a fool or a non-believer. I just go, they laugh them. First thing I have to tell you is, look, change those friends because you're mentally ahead of them. You should always be among people who are mentally ahead of you so you can keep growing. You have to change them. Just give them space. You know, let them carry on in whatever they... Give them space. Let me tell you something, right? We human beings are social animals, all right? So which means we move together with each other. Have you ever seen a social animal? Like sheep. You see hundreds or thousands of sheep. They'll be moving together. If there are 10,000 sheep, it's only one that is thinking, the one in front. That's the only one that is thinking. The rest turn off their sense, bam, and they are following the nyash of the one in front of them. In fact, there was a scenario that happened somewhere. Which country was that? Well, let me get it. So there was a scenario that happened, I remember, in Turkey, in the land of Turkey, you know, the country of Turkey. So they came to a certain cliff and saw like the edge of a mountain or hill and saw that 450 sheep fell there. So they had to send their best scientists to study how come 450 sheep fell. They took the sheep, they checked their body, their biology, their brain, was there any disease and everything. So after checking all these things, they finally came to the conclusion that the first sheep was pushed over the edge. You know, as sheep, they move, they go thousands like this. There were about 2,000 sheep or so. So the first one fell over the edge. The next one started following. So the first 450 that fell, all right, died because all the sheep fell. Though not the only one, all of them fell. But as the more were falling, they were falling on top of the already fallen ones, so they survived easily. So the ones the first 450 that fell were the ones that died because others kept falling on them. Why? Sheep does not think because it's better for them to survive that way, staying together, so that they can stay away from wild animals. So they learned it over the millenniums that if they are creative or inquisitive, the sheep that is inquisitive will start going into the forest on its own to find out things, and then lion will eat it. So they are better staying together. So most social animals live like that, like bees, ants. They are not inquisitive. They try to stay together so that they can survive. We human beings are like that. And the thing that happens when you stay together is you have to turn off your curiosity and your inquisitiveness. You have to turn it off. You do exactly what everybody else is doing. And you know, if you were a mother sheep, for instance, if you're a sheep mother and you have a sheep child, and the sheep child is trying to leave the community of sheep moving one direction and trying to go to the other direction, what would you do as a sheep mother? You have to bring the sheep back because it's dangerous for the sheep. Once you have done it once or twice, the sheep will learn that they are not supposed to leave the herd. So when they now give birth to their own sheep, little sheep, they will make sure those ones still follow the same thing. That is how a wrong or outdated tradition can carry on for centuries after it has been outdated. People doing things without common sense. That's how it continues. So sometimes when you've broken off from this brainwashing of fake miracles and you're trying to explain to some people, they will not understand because we are social beings. They would rather do what everybody else is doing. There are a few people that will think, once you start thinking different, you have become a leader. It's only one sheep that thinks different. The rest of the sheep don't think. So once you find out that you are thinking different from these people and you explain it to them and they can't understand, you are no longer on their level. You have to move to where your level is. Go and find other people that think at your level or are higher than you so that they can pull you up. Do you get what I'm saying?